Hello everybody. Um, it's a video about Mercury retrograde and what actually goes more deeply within the communications about the twin flames. What it's all about. This. I'll lower the music a little bit. There you go. What's going on more deeply into it? Why all of a sudden people like uh, I need him to do this, he needs to wake up, he needs to be with me. I got a bunch of messages from people. Dio, why is all this? Why we have these tensions? Why is all this pressure? What's going on with this? You told us a lot of things how we to relax, but what? There was a message that somebody sent it to me. You know what? I'm tired of it. I I don't want to have nothing to do with this twin flame anymore. And half an hour later, oh my gosh, I love him. I miss him so much. So here is the thing. I'm gonna go a little bit deeper this time, so people can understand why is the reason I was explaining more and more about you to relax, and specifically when there is a retrograde. You need to understand what the retrogrades are. They're shifting the energy. I spoke about this in a lot of videos. While here again, I want to tell you, the retrogrades shift the energies into the soul. So basically, our energy is focused within the soul. We to be able to receive our messages of what we need to do. It's about from God, universe, your spiritual guides, your angels, whatever your belief system is. So here it is. Specifically, I'm going to talk about twin flames. Okay, these are the two souls who get exact the same information at exact the same time from the divine. So what's happening is there is the general message to both two, and the general message is basically sound like you two have to be together, you two have to find out the way to be together, you two have to talk, you need to overcome everything in your way, you need to time or wake up of this reality and start understanding that you two have to be together. So here's what happens, the same message on two different people. Okay, the one person who is awakened is like getting the messages like, my gosh, it's him, he has to wake up, he has to get this part, we need to be together, he knows it, he has to love me, and creates a pressure within that same connection because the connection exists. So now the ego of that person it's demanding, it's asking of he has to, must to, and everything, and it creates that pressure to the other person. The other person, he maybe it's not even awakened. Okay, what's happening with the other person is like, why I have these tensions about her, why I have these pressures about her, she must be a witch, oh my god, all the time I have to think about her or seeing her, what is this all about? I don't want to hear about it, it's a lot of pressure, it's a lot of tensions, it's too much. So here is the one ego creates the mess of the desire, their own desires to work to create the connections, and the other one gets these desires and it's denying them simply because it's too much pressure. Compared to if the both two units relaxed. If the both two units relax, here's what happened. You two have to be together. You two have to find a time to work together. See what you guys have to overcome to understand this connection. The one relax and is like, okay, I have the message, I understand the message, I will not interfere, will not do anything. I want to make sure the message is delivered clear to the other side without my interference. I will be peaceful, relax, and wait on the other side to get the message, understands the message, and accepts the message. Once they accept it, we will both agree on the same part, and then we will connect together. We will work on what needs to be done, but in relaxed mode, in a peace mode. And if you achieve this part, you will understand how to navigate through this retrograde modes, specifically when it's Mercury retrograde. When a Mercury retrograde occurs together with another retrograde planet, the things are going even off chart. And the part up here that I'm trying to point that out is what I just explained it to is like, give your twin to God. Let God talk to them, not you. You have to stop with this tensions that you put into the connections from your own desires. You put your own desires into the connection. You put pressure on that person. You put tensions on that person. When you relax, you allow the universe to bring that relax and deliver a clear message to that person. The God to tell them, hey, listen, they're your twin. They brought it for you. They're loving you. They cannot love nobody else but you. The universe to tell them, you have to connect. He's the person who you need to be with. And because here's the thing, when you tell that person during that retrograde mode into the soul, they're not going to believe in you. Simply because you said it. Let's see on the dreams, let's see and all crazy stuff on it. God's telling them that that's you. Now they believe on God, because everything is information directly, straight. With visions, with dreams, they wake up in the middle of the night and they see your face. They got the picture. Why they see your face? But that's not coming from you. That's coming from the universe that delivers the message. And that's why it's very crucial to stay on relaxed mode and relax. So basically the message can get delivered to the other side. God to awaken them. Because when He awakens them, they will be awakened. Same thing like you were awakened. You got awakened because of them. But who awaked you? You know who awakened you. And that is the part that when you're so much awakened and you find that connection exists simply between the two people, just so the two people can recognize each other. They can recognize each other, but if the one says or the other says is not it, there is no confession, there is no the right way. Guess what? The thing's gonna be in separate way. And this why during the Mercury retrograde, the connection exists. It's much stronger. The retrogrades bring these connections too strong, and your abilities, you to relax, it helps the informations to be given to the other person. You understand everything. You understand they're your twin flame. You understand probably they're married. You understand they're a different culture. You understand the age. You understand they're probably stuck into the marriage. If he has, like example, he has 3 kids, and he texted her, hey, do you know me from a past life? What do you think? You probably were my mother. I don't know. How come you know so much stuff about me? And that is the part that you understand. They understand the connection, but they're confused. Simply because with information that has been given to them from the universe, you also give them information through the channel of your own desires. You back it off, you relax and allow the universe to tell them what they need to tell them. You zip it up. That's why sometimes the twin flames, there is this silence between them, because they don't want to hear you. They don't believe in you. Their belief system doesn't believe in you. Their belief system believes in something else, and they're waiting for the miracle that wakes them up. And that's why when you back it off, guess what? The miracle goes and wakes him up. And they're like, oh my gosh, it's him or it's her. And that's why during these periods right now, specifically by the end of the week right now, we're talking about by the end of the April 16th of 2017, you have to learn and mastering the relax. Don't worry about what's going on. The connection's gonna be more stronger. And your capability to relax is accepting this strong connection. And once you handle the strong connections, then you're gonna be able to handle it more and more. You're gonna be going to the next step, the next step, the next step, and the next step, and the next step. But overreacting like parts like this, and specifically towards your twin flame, you're actually sending information that travels together with other informations, and you create confusions in them. And when you create confusions in them, they create confusions in you. But if you relax, the universe sends them a message, and you just sit, wait, and relax. They to understand who are you to them. Because they go out in the streets, they go everywhere, look for it, and they look at other people, but guess what? They don't understand why they look the other people in the eyes. They looking for you. The soul looking for you. Not their ego, not their heart. The soul. The soul tries to figure out the same level of connections that they have with you. So when you back it off, you allow the universe to give them the information, and then they understand who you are. And once you understand who you are, then the things become completely different. They will come back to you and they're gonna say, you know what, I'm sorry, now I get it, I got the point, what should we do? And then you two make a program of what you need to do. But that program has already been made. That program will be allowed with the divine time, because when you make even if you make the wrong program, it won't work. You will find that it doesn't work for certain purposes. But now you're becoming to work with as a partnership, no more relationship crap. Two people working together towards a common goal. It's completely different story than the one it's the leader, the other it's follower, and there is a mess and there is nothing going on. But again, this video, it's about you to understand that when this is connections happening, is don't interfere with your own desires. Don't enforce your own personal agendas. For some of them, that was I want him, I need him, he has to be with me, he must be with me. The only reason I say he is because most of the women come forward to talk about this. They understand this more and more. Compared to the men is like screw this, I can't handle this. I'm too weak to handle soul connections. I'm built for physical, not for soul. And that's what the man is weak into the soul. Because if the man accesses his soul, he's gonna become very powerful. But until he gets and listens his soul, he has to go through a lot of things, a lot of changes. This is not a change for a day or two. So you have to be very careful when you have your communications within 5D with your twin flame. They're the most precious thing. You need to be relaxed. You need to be focused on the relax. I'm gonna say relax one more time. If you have this internal communications and you are like blaming them or they blaming you, and you're like relax. Everything was about we to learn. that we have to be together. Everything is about that we don't get the message in the beginning that we should be together. We suffering because we still don't accept this message that we have to be together. Relax. Look inside of you. Look the love for you. Look what it's been given to us. Why is this so intense connections of love between us? Because the real love, it's more higher as intensity. It's not regular love between people, and that's freaking up someone simply because it's misunderstood, it's never been explained to you. Well, now it's this teaching period, and the one has been taught, is awakened. Now the other one has to be taught and awakened, and you have to allow this taught and awakened to happen without you interfere. I hope this video helps on some of you to calm down, and some of you to learn to relax finally, and some of you to start focus really deep inside of themselves as the twin flames. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be loved.